Only abusers bash you for not having loyalty, not being loyal when they're abusive and you leave them. Only abusers do so. And I want you to remember that. Period. If they tell you that they're scared that you'll leave at some point, like if they literally tell you that, they're either an abuser or they are actually disloyal themselves and they're scared you're going to treat the same way as they treated somebody, or they are insecure, and insecure people will abuse you. It just depends how. Like, weapon of your choice, whether psychological or even physical. Trust me on that one. Such words also like, I don't deserve you, especially if you say that something has offended you and you explain that in detail and they start with, oh, I don't deserve you, or like, oh, I'm so awful, I don't deserve you. That's literally an indication. Listen to what they're saying. They literally don't deserve you. They literally don't deserve you. They're literally saying this outright. And this will get to, oh my gosh, I don't deserve you. We'll break up. We should break up. Trust me on that one. That's an abuser you're having on your hands, a control freak and a manipulator. And they're going to continue to screw with your mind until you get mad, bro. Wait till you get to the point in your beautiful ass relationship where they tell you that you are mad, or like you are acting crazy, you're acting out too much, you're being too emotional, you're like you this and you that, it's not them, they're trying. What are they trying? Are they showing this through actions, bro? What the fuck? Literally, that's a manipulator speech, a control freak manipulator. And yeah, they're going to continue and they will tell you to go to therapy. They'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think that you should work on things. You're getting so busy so frequently. You are being this and that. You should learn to manage your emotions, right? Projecting much. And those are those insecure people. Frequently, those insecure people who start with, I don't deserve you. Whenever you bring up one issue, they go with, oh, I'm so terrible. I'm so bad. And they start to go on a fucking self victimizing practice. If you bring it up several times in a row, in a pattern, okay, they're gonna go like, you know what? It's starting to make me so tired, or like, like you are being way too emotional about this, honey. You should work on this. No, bro, you should go to therapy. Holy shit. This is a manipulator you have on your hands. If they're acting this way, that's a control freak you have, and they're going to manipulate you out of different relationships, friendships, like whatever you have, they're gonna control you. And the most important thing for such an abuser and manipulator is to isolate you for themselves. They love to isolate you. They love you to get out of your environment where you had friends, to a place where you feel vulnerable, where you feel alone, so they could have emotional gain on control over your mind. Period. Yep, that's how it is. Okay. A fifth thing of such a control freak is what redirection, aka like projecting things. Whatever they actually did wrong, they will project onto you. They'll literally gaslight you, manipulate you so far that you don't believe your own judgment anymore. You lose the touch with reality, and this is important for them because they want you to be stuck there. They want you to believe them, they're the most important person in your life. They have that authority because that feeds up their what? Insecurity. One of the most difficult things to pay attention to and actually decipher with such manipulators, abusers, is the talk about exes, right? That this one did me so wrong, she was crazy. They all did me so wrong, they were so crazy. And especially about like a toxic ex. They will have a toxic ex that manipulated them, abused them, and they might want you to save them. Some literally go in the paradigm that they might want you to save them, and they will be like, okay, since that person saved me, now I gain control over them. They have empathy towards me. Now I control the narrative that my ex was crazy and I am the victim. Well, frequently, unfortunately, there literally are situations when the person is the victim of a narcissist. Let's say they turn it around, or with someone of having narcissistic traits, they turn it around. They will say that they're the victim. At the same time, you gotta remember that karma exists, and maybe they really stumbled across someone toxic who, well, weight the same weight as they do, and they literally showed them, let's say, the mirror image of themselves. And that's the thing. That can also be the thing. And they were like, they're so crazy. They, like did me so wrong, like they manipulated me, etc., etc., inflicted trauma on me and stuff like that. You gotta pay attention to that because they might have been as toxic as that person. They literally could have also been toxic, but it's just that they got it back and now they're acting as the victim. Well, they could have been as toxic. Acting as a victim is a great thing to get attention from a woman because women have the fixer mentality. I'm gonna fix him. They're taught the empathy from childhood. The girl has to be empathetic, understand, etc. And they also have higher levels of empathy on basics. And so plenty have that fixer mentality. And the worst thing at play can be the manipulation tactic that women do this and men do that. This is very easy way to discount the toxic masculine reality that they have. They might even hide the actual narcissism behind the layer of toxic masculinity. And there are manipulative men. There are sneaky men. You gotta pay attention. Of course, same applies to women, but like I'm speaking about men here.